Hey guys, and welcome back to another TNT cannon video, and in this video I'll be showing you guys a new cannon that I built. So the previous cannon I built in the last episode was this one, and this is a TNT controllable cannon. So you can choose how far you want to fire it by flipping through the books, and when you hit the button it fires, depends on how many pages you have flipped in it. So it's like you can choose how far you want to set it. So you can see there's a couple different ranges I chose to the example. And that one had a pretty good response, so I decided to build an upgrade to it, which is controllable by both. The power and the distance are both controllable on this one. And of course this might look really complex, and that's because it kind of is. It took me a little bit to design it, but I believe it works. So let's get into a demonstration. So let's fire a power of 3, and maybe we'll do, so that's a distance, so that's how far we're putting it. So a distance of 3, which does not mean 3 blocks, it just means a distance. But for the power book, I have it set so only pages 6 through 6, so you get 0 if you're underneath 5 pages, and page 6, 7, 8, and 9 all do 1 through 4, and then after that everything is just 4. So this is how many pieces of TNT you should get. So let's do 2. So we'll have 2 dispensers firing. So we hit go, and there's a double pulse, so you'll get a lot of TNT. But there we go, some TNT, and you can see it shot pretty far, which is about the length that I set here for a 3. And yeah, I can give a couple more examples. Let's do just a 1, and then, well, let's do a 0 just for a 0, and we'll do, just to prove that you can kind of turn it off, and we'll do a 2 on here. So if I hit the button, 2 TNT will be dispensed here, and then 2 of the dispensers will be used. No, because we did 0, so no dispensers will be used in the end. So yeah, it's completely controllable. Why would you want to send 0 TNT off? I don't know, but you can do whatever you want with this thing. Alright, now let's get into the tutorial. Now, I'm sorry if this is going to be a bit hard for me to do because it's such a complex cannon, so I'll be doing this in cuts, jump cuts, kind of like how I did that tutorial for that cannon in the last video. So just so I can kind of keep everything in my head at once, because it's kind of a challenge for me to do this. This is a little bit complex. Alright, so you want to start off by placing 2 blocks like this, and then you want to put a lectern on one and a lectern on the other. And this lectern, the one to this side, you want to put 1 through 15 pages, and then on the pages that I have, pages 6 through 10, I believe, they are the ones that you'll use for powering the cannon. They are the only ones, so they're the only 5 settings you can choose from. 6 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. So you can rename those ones to whatever you want. And then on this one, you can just leave them all blank. I think this one is, I think it's just 1 through 6 or something on the pages. So, and yeah, so put those books in there. They both need to have 15 pages long. And then we'll go on to the next step. Alright, so now facing away from this lectern on the right side, put a comparator, and then put another one facing into it with a redstone block on it. And then a couple blocks back, you can put down a piston. And then you can place a block here with a redstone torch underneath it. There we go. And you can put a button right there. And then that should, when you hit the button, it should turn off that comparator for a little bit. Alright, and now place an observer looking into that one, and then observer looking into that observer, and then a block right here. Alright, and now place a block here, a block here, and then place a couple blocks going off in this direction. These might be placeholder blocks. Alright, and now you can place a block underneath this observer, and then 3 more after it. Place down 3 repeaters, set them all to the biggest tech you can put them to. Place some blocks right there, and put a torch on top, and then a piston facing down off that torch, and then break a block right here. And I like placing stone here, but you don't have to. This is just a redstone line. And then run a line of redstone down underneath here, and then place a block on top of that. And I'll place a comparator going out from here, and I'll take a signal from this lectern, and then you can place a block right there, and then a redstone line right there, and then you want to place 6 dispensers along this wall right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then put redstone dust along here, going all the way down there. And now we have to do these dispensers on the end just right. You gotta place one there, and then one there, and one there. So it kind of makes a little lightning shape, kinda. So, and then you can place, I believe redstone just goes right up the side of it. So you can go like that, and then you can place some blocks underneath, just placeholders. Put some blocks there, and I believe we're getting close to being done. All right, now on this side over here, we need to place some blocks up just so the TNT doesn't fall off, and then get some water and ladders. And you put the ladders underneath the dispensers up here. Do not place it there. That won't work. So that'll blow itself up. And put some water at the very end back there, and it has to be right there too. It can't be right here. So there we go. I think we are good. I'm going to double check just to make sure. All right, I think we're good. But as a final step, I like to put down signs down here just so I don't get them mixed up. So there we go, power and distance. And you don't have to put signs, but if you want to, you can. They just help with, just so I don't mess them up and mix them up and make big mistakes. So let's get this underway. So I guess we'll just do a power of, let's do 1 to start with, just in case. And then we'll do, let's say a 3. Alright, so 3 got dispensed, and we got only 1. So there we go, it fires. Awesome. So it works. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe. That'll be a big event, and I'll make sure to do a special if we get there on, I don't know. Once we're there, I'll do a special of some kind. Maybe a new TNT cannon or something. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next episode. See ya.